All right, guys, welcome back to Take 4 Talk More. I'm your host, Ashley.
And I'm your host, Garrett.
Welcome back, guys. I know it's been a while, but we've got a really fun episode for you today. We're calling this one episode 14, Millennial Burnout versus Gen Z Boundaries. Who's doing it better?
They have more than boundaries. I think they have brick walls.
Brick walls. Yeah.
The Gen Z's here.
Yes. Millennials ran so Gen Z could rest, or at least clock out on time and say no to unpaid internships. In this episode, we're diving into the ultimate generational debate: hustle culture versus healthy boundaries, burnout versus boldness, trauma dumping versus actual healing, and whether TikTok has replaced therapy or just replaced our personalities. It's the internet's favorite chaos cocktail, and we're drinking it one grapefruit martini at a time.
Ooh, I can't wait.
Yes. So our drink of the week, you wanted to share the title?
It's the Ghosted Grapefruit Martini.
Yes. Crisp, a little bitter, and disappears before you know what happened. Just like our ambition post 2016.
Oh, God, gross.
All right, so we're going to take our shots. We're going to use, this is 21 Seeds Grapefruit Hibiscus Tequila.
Oh, yeah. We've had this one before.
Yeah,
right?
so we're going to do some shots of tequila. I'll let you open it. And then we'll make the cocktail. I know, it like sticks once it gets cold, right? All right, we got to make this icy.
We measure it?
No, this is for the shot.
We're measuring with our hearts.
Yeah. Well, we're going to measure it when we put it in the shot glass because we're going to take them right now.
That's true. Girl math.
Yes.
Oh, my God. I'm going to spill tequila all over my shirt.
Alrighty.
And
and I didn't even bring anything down for us. We're just going in this,
raw.
Straight. That's it. I got my water. Okay.
Yeah, water's going to be great.
I'm not going to lie, I went out last night too, so I'm a little hungover. I had a concert.
Oh, my hands are cold.
All right, ready?
All right, here's one. Or two. 1, 2.
Yes.
That wasn't that bad.
I can't even swallow
let's
it.
get the other one over with.
I don't know if I could do another one. All
I'll
right.
do a little one for you.
Okay. Sorry, guys. Hungover.
This is 3.5. Take 3.5.
Don't worry,
more.
I'll definitely have 4 total shots by the end of this episode between the martinis and this.
The grapefruit's bad. It by itself. We needed sugar.
We needed sugar. You know?
I'm like, there's none down here.
Oh my God.
Way worse the second time.
Don't do that. Okay.
Do not recommend.
Woof. Okay.
Ugh.
I mean, it's actually good tequila.
It is.
I just, I'm dying.
By itself?
Yeah.
I don't do shots by themselves. So
No.
that was a little
Okay. We're going to make this martini.
Yeah.
So,
Let's do that. Do you need me to?
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll have, well, you can just set it down so it's not so cold on your hands. And then we'll do some more tequila.
More tequila.
I want to see, okay, we're doing some of,
there's still some.
yeah, I want to make sure we have room. There's still some tequila in there. You think you can get that open? I don't know what's wrong with me. My hands are wet. That's what I'm blaming it on. All right, we're doing this one. This is that Empress Gin. So yes, we're mixing tequila and gin. We're really trying to die today.
I didn't think about that.
I'm kind of going with like the hair of the dog situation right now.
This is like every dog hair though.
Yeah, we might want more of that though. Leave it open just in case. We'll see. Oh my God, I'm having a really hard time today. I need a lot of help with like a lot of things. Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's do one of these.
Struggle bus.
Literally so struggling.
So like hangovers after you turn 30. So like after you turn 25, it's pretty bad. But then after you turn 35, it's even worse. Like your hangovers last 3 days.
Okay, I did 2 of those. Yeah, no, it's true. I'm surviving. I'm not thriving. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm doing okay. I think we should do another one of these. How's it smelling?
Pretty good, actually. Let's turn pink.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be like really pretty too. Hold on. Okay, so we've got that, and then this Empress Gin is like, wait, I want some more tequila in there, I think.
Okay.
So I'm gonna tell you guys, this is way more than 4 shots.
Yeah.
That should be good.
That should be good. Measure with your heart.
With your heart, yeah. And then only fill the martini glasses up like halfway.
Okay.
Yeah, because we gotta put Kirkland, our good friend Kirkland, shout out to Costco. Sparkling water, grapefruit.
It's so cold.
Yes. I need to get one that's like
Look at how cutie.
It is cute, right?
Ooh, is that too much?
No, it's fine. That's good. That's like kind of perfect.
Okay.
Yours the same.
Kind of. Mine might be a little less than yours if you want to.
It's okay. I thought I made a lot more than that.
There's a lot of ice in there.
That's okay.
So cute. Let me get a picture. Oh my god, it's adorable. Wait, can I show you guys? Look how cute it is.
I think
It's like a pastel pink or purple.
Yeah, I mean, they are really pretty.
It's so cute.
And it should be like have a little sweet to it from the Saint Germain, but it should be not too sweet. So cheers. Let's taste it.
I like it.
That's really good. That's really strong, but it's really good.
That's really good. Mine's not as strong as yours.
No?
No, because I've had less.
But I had half a shot, so mine should be stronger.
Yeah. You gotta make up for it.
I can't believe I took a shot after last night. Okay.
Raw shot.
Ooh, yeah. Yes. All right.
It's so pretty.
Mm-hmm. All right. Episode 14. Millennial Burnout versus Gen Z Boundaries. Who's doing it better? All right.
I don't know.
I know. Let's talk the first question.
Okay.
Millennial Burnout versus Gen Z Boundaries. Who's really winning and who just has better lingo for quitting?
They do have really good lingo.
Oh my God, the quiet quitting. Like, I think that, like, their generation, I know has coined this. I kind of love that because I think, like, there's no, why quit your job with, like, unemployment and all those things? Mm-hmm. Like, it just, do the bare minimum. And, like, when we say quiet quitting, I did, like, I looked into this a lot because I thought it was so interesting and fascinating. And, like, it's really them, like, they're doing the job. It's not that they're not doing the job, but they're doing, like, the very basic bare minimum.
They're working their wage.
Yes. They're working the job they were hired for, right? Mm-hmm. Instead of that, like, above and beyond. I think, so millennials get burnt out, right? Because we overdo. I mean, I think part of that is, like, they told us also, like, have babies, have a career, you could do it all.
Yeah.
And, like, you can, but it's, like, really hard. And I feel like it's easy to get burnt out. And there is that, like, hustle culture in America. I went to Brazil to help out for some things there. And the culture in Brazil and in Mexico City is, like, completely different. Like, it's not hustle culture at all. Like, I would tell you, like, Gen Zs are probably, like, stealing this, like, I'm not doing more than what you're paying me. I'm doing what the job says, from some of these other countries that really have this as their kind of culture. In America, I think we work long hours, but in retrospect, after going to Brazil, we really don't.
Yeah.
But I think we work more. So, like, when I was in Brazil, like, I work in corporate America. I eat at my desk like 95% of the time when I go into the office, because I legitimately do not have time between meetings to, like, go out and eat somewhere else, right? And in Brazil, like, they take breaks every, like, hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, where they all walk over to the kitchenette and they're all drinking coffee, shooting shit for like 30, 40 minutes. And I'm like, this is why you guys are working like 12-hour days. I'm like, oh yeah, but we like that. Like, there's lots of breaks in between. They go out to lunch. They all
working
leave
the whole time.
Yes. And, like, it's like that thing, that cultural thing. And then it's funny because then they go and they get their kids and they go out to dinner. Like, I went to dinner with, like, a lot of them and their families till like 11 o'clock on a Tuesday.
Think of, like, the McDonald's play place, but at a steak restaurant.
Yes. Brazil is, like, by far the most family friendly place I've ever been. But it's just a really different culture around, like, work and family. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, it's just very different than America. We're, like, in and out and, like, do as much as you possibly can in that time, right?
And more than you can handle.
Yes. But Gen Z's, like, I think I worry because you still have older generations and you got to go to, like, the boomer generation where, like, they really want you to hustle culture, right?
Yeah.
And I think the problem there is, like, who's the next generation of leaders, because the older generation that would be helping them move up, right, or promoting them, thinks of that, like, boundary as, like, lazy, which I don't necessarily believe that.
I feel like the generation before us thinks that Gen Z is lazy.
Because
they already think that we're lazy, so then now they think Gen Z is, like, they don't want to work. They don't want to do anything. It's like, They just don't want to conform to the.
No, I think it's outcome.
Like the stress of
I think
overdoing it, I think.
So I think you're right, but I think the reason is because of the outcome.
Yeah.
I think in 1970 and 1980, you could work a minimum wage job that was full-time. You had to be full-time.
Yeah.
But even at minimum wage starting and then, going up some sort of like progression scale or something like that, you'd get a little bit higher. And it was enough to take care of your family, to own a home and own one car. And your wife stayed home. Now, you didn't have luxury, you didn't have vacations, maybe you went camping, things like that. It was a very simple life, but it was enough to do the really mainstay things. I think now we've done this thing where now everything that you would work really hard for is like almost feels so out of reach for them, right? Like right now, the average home in America is like $440,000 or $420,000, and to afford that, you have to make about $120,000, I think, and that's without any debt, right? And a lot of these kids also have debt from school and stuff, right?
Yeah, because they're still going to school. They're
and
going
like
to college.
you're not gonna make unless you're becoming a doctor or something. You're not making $120,000 right out of college, so it's gonna take you a long time. And then on top of that, you're paying off debt, so you can't even really build to a down payment for a house. And so like here's the thing,
and gas,
what
and
is
car,
yes, so like for them, like what is the incentive to working really hard and burning yourself out when the things that you would do that for you still won't be able to achieve
enjoy, and you won't be able to enjoy
that. 100%. And so I think that's part of what we're seeing now is housing, food, these things that are just so expensive. The kids are like, I mean, even if I worked my ass off, worked 60-hour work weeks for the big corporation, I'm still not even going to be able to do that till 35. So why? Yeah. I'm going to live in my camper van. I'm going to have my small apartment, stay with my parents. And I kind of don't blame them.
I don't blame them for like dialing it back and like looking at their lives and trying to figure out like what makes sense to their situation and what do they enjoy and what do they not think is worth doing extra for.
Totally agree.
To like fit into a category. Like they don't care. They're just like, no.
It is what it is. Yeah.
I want to go to concerts and
but I don't again, they don't have the option for that outcome of that big beautiful life that everyone was kind of sold. And you like over the last probably 40 years has slowly been harder and harder to achieve. And so it's like when you finally take that away as like an actual option for most people, what do you expect? Why would you work so hard?
Well, and also I feel like as an artist in the industry, like I feel it's so diluted.
Yeah.
For like, so the creatives are like, forget it, because everyone owns something or wants to be something or does something, and so they just give up.
Yeah, I mean,
because it's like competitive and it's not
very competitive. Yeah,
but it's not competitive for like not a lot of money.
Yes.
You guys ever seen that YouTube? Is it YouTube? Where the guy's like, banana bread at work, dude? Hell yeah. And then he's like, working all the time for not a lot of money? Hell no, dude.
And I think that's the hard part. I think the older generation sees these young kids and they do come out of college maybe making 60 to 80,000. And it sounds like a lot, but then when you actually look at the cost of living now, it's really not that much. And so I think that's where you see that like generational gap. Yeah. Even for like millennials. I mean, a lot of us I think got in and we're lucky to get into our house. I got 3% mortgage rate. I'm gonna die in this house.
2.4.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But we don't have a basement.
But now you're stuck. Because get the same, for me to get a house that's a little nicer, a little bigger than what I have, like it would be exponentially more expensive. Forget it.
Yeah, we're never gonna move, and that's fine. We have 1,000 square feet, which is not a lot for 4 people, and 1 bathroom.
That's the problem, right?
But we constantly are like, you know what? Like, someone lived in this home in 1950, probably with more kids.
I was gonna say,
like, my kids
shed office.
Yeah, we did build a shed
for the office. Yeah. No, I think that's awesome. And I like my house is same size as yours, except I have the basement.
Yeah, but like so that's like kind of
So I get the second bedroom. I get the 4th bedroom.
Bigger than
that. And I get the second bathroom, which is really nice.
Yeah, I wish we had a second bathroom. But like, you know what? 2 of the people that I live with are boys, so they can pee in the yard.
True. All right, go for it.
Shame me for it. Okay. Oh, this one is mine.
Yeah.
Okay. Does everyone have ADHD now, or are we all just tired and over it? Okay, so like I'm both.
I think that's
both
the thing.
ADHD and tired and over it.
I
But
also
I do feel like. Wait, hold on. I feel like now with social media, everything is being talked about more,
yes.
and with stuff like ADHD, autism, and things like that, like we're talking about it more, and there's a lot of characteristics.
Yes.
ADHD and autism have a huge umbrella
And
of
spectrum.
symptoms, and like the spectrum's really big. So like, yeah, people are like, do I have this? You know, remember when WebMD was a thing? I mean, it
kind of is. Now it's ChatGPT.
But it's
Am
ChatGPT.
I dying?
But it's like, we would be like, oh my God, you know what? My tongue does feel that way.
Yeah.
It is probably this.
Yes.
And like with the mental stuff, I feel like we have so much internet access and things to look at and research that we're all like, oh, that makes sense. And I feel like I'm not against people self-diagnosing themselves with things as long as they're taking the steps to better their lives. Like being like,
sometimes
self-diagnose
is better than anything.
But you know what I mean? But like, okay, maybe I have ADHD.
You can't use it as an excuse.
Yes, right. How can I change that? How can I help myself?
I have that saying that, I always hear, like depression and having, my mom is a paranoid schizophrenic, so trust me, I deal with this a lot. Yeah. But having a mental health disorder or having depression is not an excuse to be an asshole.
No, like 100%. That doesn't mean you get to not take responsibility for your actions.
And I think so. I think ADHD, whatever it is, all the things we kind of put out there, I think it's fine. I'm not really concerned about people self-diagnosing or anything like that. But I think part of it is like, we are such a large society, and now social media and all those things have made it really easy to see other people's lives, where before it was like you just saw your neighbors. So you had like a really small sample size. Now you see everyone, all the way from like Paris Hilton and her pink fucking Porsche to like people living on EBT food stamps and making videos, right? So like you see the whole spectrum. And I think like people want answers about where they fit into that spectrum. And I think it's really easy to like point a finger at something like ADHD or depression.
Like to put a blame on something, to excuse it, and to...
I don't even know if it's to excuse it.
Well, no, I feel like some people do. They're like, well, okay, listen.
I would agree with that.
I'm diagnosed with depression, anxiety, ADHD, PTSD, all things. And sure, I can wake up and be like, I haven't done the dishes in 2 days. And be like, well, it's because of this. And it's like, that contributed to it. But at the end of the day, it's my responsibility to battle those, like,
the things,
like the things that I can't do. I have to get up and try a little bit harder than someone who's like, I just do the dishes. Yeah. My brain doesn't work that way. My brain is like, you remember that like bag of chips that your kids dropped in the backyard? You should probably go look at that before you finish the dishes. And I'm like, okay, gotta go. And then I'm in the backyard, and then I'm like, oh, weed whacking, and I'm weed whacking. It's like, what's happening?
See, and a lot of people would say that that's ADHD, and you want to know what I would call it? Type B.
C.
Type A, type B, type C.
I'm not type B. I'm type C. I like am really like organized in some sense. Yep. And then really disorganized in other sense. And people are like, what are you doing? Yeah. But I don't know.
I mean, for me, I'm super type A. And so like I'm overly organized and situated in my life. And so I think for other people, like my wife is not. I would say she's probably type B-ish, type C-ish.
She's a B, yeah.
Yeah. And so like for her, she's like, I don't understand why it needs to be so methodical. And I'm like, why can't you just
You can't tell me. Yeah, well, yeah. Well, and I'm like that too. Like Eric loading the dishwasher.
I've succumbed to that one. So I just don't like when she doesn't rinse them, because we've already replaced like 2 dishwashers in our life, in our relationship, and so that's why I don't like it.
With our Samsung dishwasher, and Samsung doesn't have the best.
Because I've had 2 Samsungs die on me.
We got a good one.
Be honest. Is TikTok shaping your personality more than your actual friends?
I could
yes and no.
That, yeah.
So I'm gonna say yes, and so there are a lot of studies out there about this, about how friends matter more than like your family, your parents, your education. The people you actually want to hang out with and you like and love that you've chosen mean a lot to how your personality and kind of your like the outcome of your life. Yes, and your success. Yeah, and I think that's of all factors. Like if friends are all doing drugs, like you don't want to not do drugs because you're with your friend, right?
Well, like
and so,
Ashley's house is super clean, and like we are all disorganized and chaotic at my house, and there's not one of us in the home that it's like it needs to be done. Like in Ashley, like we're all chaotic, but like being in her home more.
Yeah.
Like in 1 week, if we spend more time together, my house is
yeah.
Also because we're not there.
But you also that's true. But like but you do like you have that like vibe with your friends and things like that. And but I think here's the thing where I would say like TikTok I think actually doesn't shape your personality more than your friends. I think that TikTok helps perpetuate your personality more like your friends because you're friends with your friends on TikTok.
Algorithms.
And you're all now seeing the same video. I mean, we're in the group chat, chicas or whatever on on Instagram because we're old. And literally like some of us won't even see that somebody posted like reposted a video in our chat and then someone else will repost the same video. That's how you know we talk too much because we're literally our algorithms are showing us the same thing. So like yeah, it's shaping our personality because it's part of our friends.
Well, yeah, and when you like document like your conversations on the internet, it feeds it to the algorithm. The almighty algorithm will influence your life and exasperate some things. Like if you literally remember when you used to go WebMD and have to like Google something? Now you can look up on Google or even say it out loud and you're just like, oh, my toe hurts. And my grandma had gout. And then all of a sudden you're getting ads for medications on how to treat gout. Yes. By the way, I got diagnosed with gout last year. I'm 36. Yeah. It's okay. It's just my toe.
All right, go
my
for the next
turn.
one.
Are we really healing or just trauma dumping with mood lighting and captions?
Oh. So I know Garrett is more of like the talk therapy kind of person. There is research out there, and everyone go out and look this up, but it's mostly done for like military people who have PTSD. And there is a lot of research out there that for some people, talk therapy can actually exacerbate the problem.
Yeah, because you just keep living in the same moment.
Yes.
So talk therapy has to be done in the right way.
Yes.
And just like anything else.
Yep.
There's therapy jobs, right? Careers.
Yeah.
And then there's painters and there's
But
it has to be done in the right way. So talk therapy is beneficial to a lot of the spectrum of mental health issues.
No, I agree. I think
it can exasperate it.
Yes. I think it's individualized. So I think there has been a big push for therapy because you want to like get past trauma, whatever it is. And so there's been this huge push, but I think not enough people have looked into the fact that like it's not actually for everyone. And I'll share like for me personally, I've done therapy probably 3 times now. None of them have ever been better for me. Like all 3 times, like I end up worse at the end.
Well, that's what I feel like. In my opinion, I feel like some therapy sessions can be so extremely like,
but
tearing into you.
But my personality, like my personality is very much like, yes, I'm sad. Yes, it's terrible. Whatever happened to me, it is what it is. I just share my mom's.
But that's her.
But I need to, for me,
situational, yeah. Or
my wife needs to talk about it. Like she needs to have that conversation.
To get it out.
Yes, and for me, I'm like, that's done. That's over with. I want nothing to do with it. If I need to go back and talk about it, that's only going to make things worse for me. I'm like, I need to take the next step forward, right? Like I'm very, very type A where like, I'm like here, right? And anytime that I do talk therapy, I feel like I regress. And then I'm like in that like victimish mode. Like it doesn't help me like process anything.
Yeah, right. Because your processing works for you.
Yes.
And you can be a functional human, but not everyone has that.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think it's based on the person. But
I agree with recently with PTSD. So we were in a car accident. It wasn't that bad.
But it's scary. Your kids were in the car.
We were driving on the highway.
She got rear-ended.
We got rear-ended by a cab driver. It wasn't like, oh well, we got rear-ended. It was like this cab driver was all over the road beforehand. I even tried to take a picture of the side of his car to call non-emergency, and my camera the exposure.
Turned into an emergency.
And then he was like on the shoulder. He was over here, and it wasn't bad weather. Yeah. Nothing was out. We like slowed down with traffic, and then as we were about to like get back into the flow of traffic, like everyone started moving, we just boom. And thank God my children were safe. They were fine,
yeah. They're physically fine, but I think the big problem there is like, you know, your kids are in the car. So like, what if he had hit you 1 inch off and you fucking toppled your car?
My son's 8 and he's like, that guy's getting close, and now he's looking and he's worried about people, and that's the part of the PTSD. And like what I learned from, I went to therapy for it because it was nonstop. Every time I got in the car, I was like, oh my God. It made me paranoid.
Yeah, she was real paranoid.
And then like going to therapy, I had an amazing therapist because she wasn't like, she didn't stick on it. She was like, okay, you're going to do this.
Let's talk about the fact that you want to be able to control something you can't control.
And that's what it is.
That's the big thing.
That's what she taught me. She's like, listen, you can get in the car and think about the things you can control. Your music.
Yep.
The energy.
Yep.
That you, where you're going.
Your focus.
Yep. And remind yourself, like, you're not all the drivers on the road.
Nope.
And that's what I do every day now. I mean, it's less and less that I think about it, but I do feel like during therapy, it was like I knew making that call that I was going to be talking about this subject that traumatized me.
Yeah.
So I feel like
I'm like that with flying.
But there's other PTSD treatments now that are coming out where you don't have to talk as much. Talk therapy, I think, is really triggering to PTSD.
Well, I think depending on the circumstances, depending on the person. Yeah. Like I said, like Deidre, my wife, she like that really helps her, like talking through it and compartmentalizing it and having someone help her do that, right?
I liked it for before the accident. I liked going to talk therapy because I was like, I feel like I care too much about something.
Sister my therapist
is like, listen, and like talks me through it, and then that's done.
Yep. And for me, it's like I don't want someone to tell, like I don't want their thoughts.
Controlling in the
sense. I'm like, I just want to like be done. I want to move past it. For me, I think what really helps is just like having my moment or my I like to go out. I'm a very big people person. I'm a super extrovert. So I think for me, like having that moment to like go out, have a really good time, and then be like, yes, all of that shit.
She needs to stimulate all of her senses.
Yes.
In order to be released from her stresses.
Yes. And I'm like, this is what, for me, this is what life is about. That actually wasn't really that bad. I'm not drowning or dying. And so like, that's kind of how I cope or whatever.
And everyone has different abilities for it. Some people get really, really, really stuck.
Oh,
and you wish you could unstick them, but I think it's just everyone's brain is just wired different.
Yeah. And it's, the only thing that gives me anxiety, like real anxiety, is a plane. And I have to travel a lot for work. I mean, I fly on an airplane. I'm a gold member on United. That's how much I fly on airplanes. And I hate them. I hate them. I literally hate them. I'm in a metal tin can, 32,000 feet in the air with some guy driving I don't know. And I'm a control freak.
Or woman.
Yeah, it could be. Yes, I've had a few women pilots too. This is not my thing, but I have to do it. I do have medication. I have Xanax. And the only time I've ever taken a Xanax in my entire life has been on a plane.
Airplane.
And I have never had a panic attack ever in my whole life, except for twice. I shouldn't say never. I've had 2 panic attacks in my whole life, and both have been in airplanes. And that's why I actually, for the shorter flights and stuff, or like work and whatnot, I actually don't take the Xanax unless I really
feel like
need it.
Yeah, if you go into it with some stress or
if you've never had a panic attack, have you ever had like a full blown panic attack?
Girl, I was diagnosed with a panic disorder when I was
I've like never for me, like it's just not a thing. I really like stress, anxiety. I just get best. I just like whatever.
Yeah.
But I had one recently. This is the second one I ever had. Back what was it like? What, April? Whatever. So
before
the Air India flight that crashed.
Yeah.
On takeoff, I had to fly the day after that flight. And earlier this year, the whole Toronto one where the plane went in and flipped over, I fly to Toronto like literally almost every month. And I was on a plane when that happened. And when I landed, my mom texted me and was like, "Are you okay?" Because she knows I'm always flying to Toronto. I happened to not be going to Toronto that flight. So the Air India plane happens. I wasn't carrying Xanax because I really haven't used it. in the last couple of years for my short flights. And when I say short, I say anything that's 2 to 4 hours. Yeah. And I mean, no joke, my fingers and my hands and my toes went numb.
Mm-hmm.
And my face was probably like white because I called the flight attendant over. She came over and I was like, can I get a vodka? Like 2? And she looks at me and she's like, yeah, we're not doing service, but I'll get you vodka. Because they weren't, the flight was so bumpy and the Air India crash happened the day before that, like,
unless you have a Klonopin or a Xanax, you better go get me a vodka.
I literally had nothing, and I was like raw dogging the flight. And then I was like, oh my God.
But you're getting better.
Oh my God, I'm so much better now. Like, I really am.
Because again, control. You cannot control everything.
I can't control everything, and I know that. It's one of those things where I'm not a big heights person. We're going to Montenegro and Albania. And it's for my friend's birthday. We're going on a big adults trip. And I guess I'm going paragliding. Wait, we paid for it. So they're all going paragliding. People are going paragliding. Deidre, my wife, is like all into it.
Put me on a fucking kite.
Yeah. Yes. So Deidre's like, I have to do. So I was like, okay, well, so here's what's going to happen. I'm going to take like 2 to 4 shots. And then I'm going to go up the mountain. And then I paid. It is what it is. And then I'm going to decide then if I want to do it or not. And if I chicken out, bitch, I'll meet you on the beach. And I'm going to get a ride down to the beach.
Why are you going to call me on your ride?
Yeah. Like,
she's going to FaceTime me and be like, so
I didn't make it
on a kite.
I didn't make it on the kite. Ugh, so we'll see.
It'll be fun. It'll be fun. Just do it. Exposure therapy.
I did bungee jumping. So I know that I can.
I don't know if I could do bungee jumping.
I did it. I know I can. I was absolutely terrified. But I know I can do it if I like tell myself to shut the fuck up in my brain.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. What's one trend you swore you'd never try, but now totally love?
Ooh. I don't know. I feel like I have a hard time.
Thong bikinis.
Is that a
Gen Z.
Oh,
love
Gen Z.
Their thong bikinis. My niece, that's all they wear. And I was like, I'll never do that. I literally only wear thong bikinis now. I don't care. I love them. I feel free. I feel like my butt cheeks can tan. That's it.
My butt cheeks are so white. I feel like my trend that I follow that I love is.
You know what?
Follow a trend?
You know
what is it?
I
have a really hard time looking at myself and knowing.
I don't think you follow.
Black leggings?
Oh, you did the vegan trend.
I did.
She jumped on that vegan trend, and she like really did it.
I did it hardcore. And listen, when I stopped becoming vegan, I got diagnosed with gout. So
probably because you didn't eat meat for so long.
Whatever. It's fine.
You know what trend I couldn't get on? That like sober trend that Gen Z is doing. No thanks. I like alcohol.
Okay,
if it ever became a problem, we could talk about it. But until then, I won't be sobering anything.
Okay. Would your 2009 self be proud, confused, or horrified by your current vibe? Proud. Yours would be proud.
100%. Never thought. I'm buying a business, guys. Can't share too much about it because I'm under NDA. But I have a good corporate job. My wife's got a decent corporate job. Got a family I never thought I'd have. And I might become a business owner. I own a home. Not in a million years. I always like thought that I would get there. Like I was like, this is what I'm going to do. But I always like the back of my mind was like, yeah, right, bitch. Like, no, it's never happened for anyone in your family. It's not gonna happen for you either.
That would be the same for me.
Yeah. And like we got there. I do the same thing. Like you got a good husband, he takes care of your family, you got 2 cute kids.
Yeah, I never would have thought that. I never would have thought I would have.
Our kids like us.
You want me to read it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Have we all forgotten how to be bored? Or are we just addicted to stimulation and vibes?
Yes.
Our generation and Gen Z, we like immediate. Yes. We need it right fucking now.
Right now.
Do you know why?
Amazon.
2-day shipping.
We got it right there. It's so true.
I look at something, I'm like, ew, it's not going to come till fucking Wednesday. And it's like Monday night at midnight.
Yeah. No, it's hands down. And then on top of that, like the whole like scroll algorithms and stuff, like it's all like quick stuff. Like I find it, I literally have been purposely at night when me and my wife are hanging out, putting my phone down and being like intentional about not being on it because I actually want to watch the show. And it's really hard for me to focus on like a full show now.
So
it's not good.
With being ADHD, I feel like I'm constantly searching for dopamine in any way that I can. And I feel like TikTok fuels the fuck out of it. And I'm like, I am addicted to nothing in my life besides like TikTok. I'm just like, my brain just opens that shit right up. It's like boom, boom, boom. And I'm like, what the fuck am I watching?
Literally.
Why do I care?
Yes.
And I'm like, I need to scroll. I need it. I need it. Dopamine. I need it right now. Right fucking
That's why
now.
I'm trying to do things
at night.
Yes.
And like even setting the like mindful things to like
no, it doesn't help me.
Time limits. I'm
doesn't
just like
me.
ignore. I'm an adult. I can do what I want.
Yes, same. No, I am.
But we need everything now.
Yes, and so for me, that's why like I'm trying to fill my time with other things, like buying a business. Like I know that for me,
she's addicted to being busy.
This
fills her dopamine because she'll be like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah,
I'm like recovering from yesterday.
I can't.
Want to go to a fucking water park at 9 a.m. I'm like,
you know how there's those people they say like to fill your cup you need to like relax and not be around people, and then there's those people that like their cup fills when they're around people. That's me. Like I need to be busy. I need to have people around. It's just this. It's just inherent in my personality. Listen, I've tried to change it. It just doesn't work out for me.
Never change who you are.
Thank
Never
you.
change who you are.
Why? There's so many
enhance the good parts of you.
Yes.
Okay.
What's one workplace hustle habit you now cringe at? I will talk about this one, and you have to tell me because I bet your husband does this too. The boomer generation and the Gen X generation really, I think, fed this into the millennial generation, where like when you have a salaried corporate job, you always have to be available. I'm in operations, and like if somebody calls me at 8:00 and I don't answer or call back in like 30 minutes, like it could actually be a problem. Like I hate that and I work for a really good company now, and I have an amazing boss to where he is like, like if it's the weekend, like just, and he'll even like message something in there, like just, like check it on Monday or whatever. And I can't help myself. Like, and I have to tell my team, like, I don't expect you to respond to Teams messages or emails when it's your time off. Like the work day is fine. Like it really, unless there's like a real emergency, I'll call you. But outside of that, like we're not saving lives, right? That's not what I do.
Yeah.
And so, but for me, like I can't. Like even when I'm on vacation, I check
just
all my emails every night or every morning.
It's an addiction.
Yes,
that's where you get your dopamine.
But I don't
from solving problems.
Yes, and I don't feel like I worry that like it would impact my career, and I know it's like a false anxiety worry or whatever.
No, but I feel like that's normal for our generation because Eric's the same way. He's like,
that's what I was saying.
He overdoes it.
You could relate because you're like, get off your fucking email.
He works for an awesome nonprofit, but again, when you work for a nonprofit, you're not making top dollar. You're doing a good thing.
Yes,
you're a part of a great thing, but they can't pay you for what you're really worth. And and he's always working. Yeah. And even when he was in like low voltage, like he would want to learn more and do better. I'm like, they're not paying you more to do a better job. So it's like you're wasting your time in a sense, but
it's
you
inherent.
Don't feel that.
You can't help it.
Okay, and then coming from a self-employed, like, I'm a photographer, so from an artist standpoint, like there's so many of us, it's competitive. You have a lot of people in your company, like, and the thing is like you want to be able to stand out because you want people to appreciate you and know that they can depend on you. Yeah. When in the long run, like they're not thinking about that.
No, I know. That's the thing. And we're all disposable. Like it is what it is. It's revolving and so, but it feels like you're not when you're in it. It's very hard. I mean, cheers to Gen Z. Shout out to you guys for saying fuck that, because I really don't blame you. I wish that I had it in me to do some of the things that like my Gen Z people that I have worked with in the past and like my nieces and people I know, like I wish that I could separate myself more from my job.
I need to do that. You're better at it than me, and I'm learning a lot from how she
I'm teaching her the opposite side. She's an artist.
And then I'm teaching her the empathetic side.
Yes.
sometimes
Garrett's
people
like, you
have
don't have
feelings.
to. Yeah, Garrett's like, you don't have to like really be so strong armed on that. Like, it's gonna be okay. And I'm like, fuck those assholes. And then for her, she's like, I'm gonna do this, and I'm not gonna charge this. And I'm like, because you care too much, but you're still great at your craft and what you do. So all the other people are charging 3 times as much as you. So just charge a little bit more.
Yeah. And I feel like
I'm a business
worried
lady.
about
She's an artist.
I'm worried about raising my prices because I'm selling myself, and I don't
She's
want
worth it.
I don't want people to be like, the people I like have a budget.
Yep. That's fair.
And the people I like, like the people I like to work with, the families, and I love more than anything is being like appreciated and being happy and knowing that like what I'm doing is like giving happiness.
Yes, and you really are. But you can't. I'm a business girl, and I'm like, stop undervaluing yourself.
She's a numbers girl.
This is why artists don't make a lot of money.
We're starving.
Yes, because they care too much.
It's true though.
And then Garrett's like, you should care more, and I'm like, I should.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, it works out. It's a good balance. All right,
doorbell.
Do the last one.
What's the last one? Ooh, is girl math? Is this the last one?
Yep.
Okay. Is girl math empowering, unhinged, or both?
Both. Okay, so I have to say the epitome of girl math is I love Amazon just as much as an ex-girl. And I love ordering stuff, and I'm not good at returning stuff. So when I do return stuff, I'm like, look, it's like free money. It's so stupid. Why do I feel that way?
Amazon's got locked down.
Oh, they're so good.
They're like, well, you want it to like add to your account, or do you want it back on your card?
I'm gonna add to my account, buy more.
I'm gonna spend shit anyways. But then you like go to buy something that costs twice as much as what you returned.
Yep.
And then you're like, oh, but it's half off.
God damn.
Well, shit.
What's your big girl math thing you do?
Probably that or cash. If I have cash on me.
I never spent it.
It's not real because it never entered the bank account. So I never physically saw math numbers on a screen that my bank is like, you had this much money. I'm like, oh, but the $100 that never got deposited is free money.
It's so true.
Girl math.
Yes. Girl math.
Girl math. Cheers to girl math.
Yes. Thank you guys for joining us for Take 4 Talk More. We appreciate all of you and our subscribers. We're like close to 400. Tell your friends to subscribe so that we can get to 400. That would be really exciting.
We'll all have you over to Ashley's for a pool party.
We'll do a pool. It could be fun. But thank you guys again.
I'm all out.
Take 4 Talk More.
It was a good show.
Yes.